Hey there YouTube, so today I'm switching to what I called the worst Android phone ever. So let's get into it. So if you've ever watched any of my older videos, you know that I did a video called Worst Android Phone Ever! Exclamation, exclamation, exclamation. I seriously do not like this phone. So I decided if this phone has 2 gigabytes of space, where I was trying this phone out yesterday and I was able, before I even put in an SD card, I was only able to download 6 apps before, like WhatsApp, ADM, AdCap, Clean Master, High Profits, Showbox, and Mega. But these apps are very small in space. So there was an app I was trying to download today called Transit, where it tells me all of the info for the buses in my area. And that wasn't able to download. It said error downloading, not enough space. And there was 300 megabytes of space left, and the app was only 20 megabytes. So the phone is garbage. The camera is garbage. Doesn't have autofocus. Doesn't take pictures clearly. And it freezes up every little tiny bit. And it has to be restarted. Like, I was testing it out yesterday also, and I wasn't able to get service correctly. I had restarted the phone, it worked for 10 minutes. I stopped, had to restart it again. I don't know, so today I switched to this phone in the morning, and it currently has Metro PCS on there. It has a 4 gigabyte SD card in there. The battery didn't even last me all day like it promised to originally. It's mostly on standby for me, but LG, whoever it was that made up the battery stats, promised that there would be a full day's worth of battery from, I think this is an 1800 mAh battery. It is an 1820 mAh lithium ion polymer battery, whatever you want to call it. And it doesn't hold my 64 gig SD card. And my 32 gigabyte SD card I gave to my sister to use for her phone. And when I was trying to run a 16 gigabyte SD card that was in here before that I reformatted on my computer, it didn't work. It said format not supported. So I have to deal with a 4 gigabyte SD card, a battery that is in a case that's good for the phone to protect it. It doesn't have all-day battery like they promise. It has buttons built into the backing of the phone, so if the back cover gets lost, breaks, anything, I have to replace that whole back cover. I can't deal with it off in the case. I have to deal with having no buttons if it falls off. There are on-screen buttons. The screen, I don't know, but it seems like it can't be destroyed. If the LG Tribute 5, I've seen a video where it was really hard to destroy it. It means that this thing would be really hard to destroy. So I'm just going to use this phone for a week, see how it goes, and at the end of the week, I'll tell you my verdict on spending money on either $30 phones, or if it's worth it to spend money on $100 phones, or maybe even $70 phones, and splurge to get it. If this is what you can afford, then it's what you can afford. But if you're thinking save money, buy a garbagey phone because you're just going to be making calls and text messages, or spend the extra 30-40 bucks maybe even 60-70, and get yourself a decent phone that'll last you a lot longer. So we'll see how it bears out. If it is good enough, it's good enough. If it's not, it's not. But remember, most cheap phones that are 30 bucks have autofocus cameras, so it's mainly just this phone here. So forgetting the camera, all other cheap phones for 30 bucks are gonna have the same performance as this. So I'll get back to you when the week is up, and I'll give you my verdict on whether or not it's worth it to spend 100 bucks or 30 bucks. So if you like this video, please rate, comment, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe.